All right, on to this next series. And Chad, you mentioned it right off the top. We're excited for this one. St. Louis and Minnesota in the first round in the Stanley Cup playoffs. You've got the St. Louis Blues, one of the hottest teams down the stretch this season in the regular season. 2019 Stanley Cup champions against Billy Guerin's squad, the Minnesota Wild. Kirill Kaprizov, a career season, over 100 points. They added Marc-Andre Fleury at the deadline, and the Wild are going to be a tough out. So St. Louis and Minnesota, I still can't believe this is a first-round matchup. I've got Minnesota taking this one in 7 games, guys. I think it goes the distance. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, everyone talks about the East having those matchups that you hate to see because only one team can move on. Well, this is that series in the West, and this has the potential to be an absolute bloodbath, and I am here for it. I am going to be watching every game of this series if I can, at least as much of the game as I can. But I think it's going to come down to the wire too, and because of the D-core that I've again raved about all year in the Minnesota Wild, and plus the goaltending tandem in Minnesota, I'm giving the edge to Minnie, and they're going to take this also in 7. Harper, on the same page so far tonight. Kind of creepy.
I like it.
It scares me. That makes me think I'm wrong.
Well, you guys are on the same page, so I'm going to go the other way, and I'm going to take St. Louis in 7 games. I think this series is going to be extremely close, like you guys both mentioned, even though Money Puck has Minnesota to win 70% right now, which makes 0 sense to me because these teams were within like 4 points in the standings or something. And St. Louis has been really good this year. I like St. Louis's forwards better. The fact that they don't have a Kirill Kaprizov kind of sucks, but they have some other players who kind of fill out that lineup, and their depth is incredible. Guys, I think they had 9 20 goal scorers this year, St. Louis did, which is just like, that's unbelievable. That's a lot of guys up and down the lineup who can score. So if you're able to shut down the top line of Minnesota, and then you can just throw out, you can roll lines, and you've got a guy on each line who can score, I think it's dangerous. It's dangerous depth, even though we didn't love St. Louis at the start of the season. So I think St. Louis wins up front for the forwards. I think, Case, I got to go with you. Minnesota wins on the back end, hands down. That defense core is unbelievable. And then goalies, I've got to give it to St. Louis here because Minnesota's starting Marc-Andre Fleury. And I've seen this narrative like on social media and stuff that Fleury is like this big time playoff performer and whatnot, even though like he's had this poor season and like he's coming into the playoffs. But you guys know I love Fleury, but he's been chased from his crease and replaced by his backup goalie 3 separate occasions in the playoffs. So I don't even know why they're starting Fleury. I would have started Talbot. He's had a better season. He's even been better as of late, despite Marc-Andre Fleury playing really well. But then, guys, look at Ville Husso. He's one of the best goalies in the NHL this season, based on my favorite stat, goals saved above expected. So I just think, there's a good chance that St. Louis could upset Minnesota here. And again, in the season series, last point, St. Louis is up 3-0. You
just set up the point I wanted to make about this series perfectly for me. I loved it. It's with goaltending. And honestly, I think that Fleury, he's got a bone to pick with Binner for being the first time he got chased from his crease and a new guy took over and won a cup. So I think that he's going to be really driven this season. But yeah, the point I really wanted to make is that I think when it comes down to it, whatever series they go out on, Minnesota's narrative after this series is going to be totally 100% about coaching and which goalie they went with.
Yeah, they should have played the other guy.
It's always going to be they should have played the other guy.
Yeah.
I think I'm personally with you right now. Like, I would go with Talbot, but it looked really bad if you didn't go with Fleury to start off and you went out. So it's a tough spot, and I don't want to be making the decision, but yeah, it's crazy.